Alright, it is the faded test for high extend plus dash. We're going to do 5 rounds, 5 rounds. So 5 rounds is I'm going to swap the drivers after to see if we get similar results. The goal is going to be seeing how good is high extend plus dash. Is it worth using? This is a driver a lot of people have been anticipating to be good, including me, since Xtend Plus did not work originally on DB stuff low mode, since it would scrape. So this is maybe going to be the saving grace right now, and potentially this could be a driver that could be used quite a bit. So let's see. The combos is Vanish, Longinus, over bearing dash 0, and then after Dynamite, Belly L2 with F gear over high extend plus dash. I'm honestly going to assume you're going to get similar results to what would have happened back in Sparking with Xtend Plus. I'm really just trying this out against bearing, just because it's a combo that people spam easily. Obviously, I'm assuming Zone Dash plus C, slightly different results. Drift, slightly different results. Yeah, and keep in mind that for these types of battles, it's very much just looking and waiting. Okay, let's see this one. A little bit hard to tell. That might have been Vanish, but I don't like to call those things. That one I couldn't tell. That might have been just a draw, which I hope it is, because I'll take it. Another thing to note is that you could probably do Prominence on high extend plus dash against the Vanish combination. It's just that F gear is more viable than Prominence same spin. So if you ever gone a same spin matchup, you wouldn't have to worry. Opposite spin, obviously that's a different case. Opposite spin, I would say Prominence is better than F gear. Or more consistent is maybe better to say. And Xtend Plus is in stamina. I don't like putting it in defense or attack, because those are not as effective as the stamina mode. Okay. Actually, the order doesn't matter which one I launch these two, because they're just going to equalize. Yeah, never mind. Alright, we'll carry on then. So as much as I don't like Greatest Raphael not really having a new driver per se, it's at least a driver that we're all familiar with being good, so it's another reason why that release is good. Even if the layer is like, you know, maybe good opposite spin, but same spin not so much. The only thing I worry about is high extend plus dash against attack types, because I feel like it could get KO'd easily. I feel, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, look at it go. In a way, it's kind of funny because that one I could not tell. I was saying it was funny because of the fact that it's so tall that it's almost like as if you put a DB Bang in a high mode already. So this is, I would say, fairly enough to say this is the best high driver. There's nothing really else I can think of that's better than this. It's like, finally the high drivers have some use after so many releases of like old drivers. So honestly, it seems like it's doing it. I want to do one more just to be sure. I wanted to lost count paying attention to these opposite spin matchups. You also might see me walking around just looking at the battle just because. So I have not seen it get like hard OS. I think I've seen it OS like not too bad. Let's see. So that's going to be a little bit tough. In a battle, you're going to have to debate whether or not that was a roll or that was actually an outspin. I hate those debates. So I am so far, I don't know if like impressed that makes it sound like it's a lot better than I thought it was. I am happy to see that it's as good as I expected. In opposite spin, obviously. And we have to swap it, and then after I have to do same spin. Oh, same spin's gonna be so much fun. Well, a combo I was thinking that might work pretty well is basically the Vanish Longinus combo, but with high extend plus dash. Let's swap it. Like this would be I would think this would be a pretty good combo. Oh wow, the color matches too. Okay, I might actually use this now. I like it when the color matches on the thing. Okay, let's see how this does. It is kind of funny because it kind of feels like we're reliving the Cho-Z meta. Because Phoenix is back, Xtend Plus is back. I have a feeling that Vanish should be able to consistently do pretty well because it's a lot wider than Dynamite F, so it usually goes to Vanish in these types of matchups, but F gear is not to be slept on. God, it's always going to be those rounds, isn't it, where it's like, oh, I couldn't tell if my bay outspun or not. Yeah, it's hitting good. It's kind of like, it's kind of going a little bit downwards. I don't know if I like that or not, but it does stabilize. That's the only thing I'm worried about, but this is opposite spin, so it is getting stable again, so it doesn't matter, but I was a little bit worried. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is that it's looking pretty good right now. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I did have some stamina the whole time. Wow. Okay. Honestly, no complaints. No complaints. This is literally just what I wanted. I do think probably... Actually, you want to know what? I don't even know. I do remember that Xtend Plus struggled heavily against Drift. Zone Dash Plus, see, I literally cannot remember opposite spin matchups, what those were like. It's been too long. Okay, we either get two realities. Either this is OSing it really hard right now, or it's not, and it's just drawing a lot. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that tilt. This may be just like a bad round. But it's gaining its balance, so I don't know what to think exactly, because if it was just going to get back its balance, then I don't really think it's that bad. Okay, we gotta... Okay, yeah, that's definitely a hard, that is definitely a hard OS. Okay. I'm gonna get Vanish now. We're gonna do Vanish Mirror. All right. Opposite spin test. So this is literally the same combo, but bearing dash versus extend plus, high extend plus dash. Such a long name of a driver that I don't like. Okay, we'll do one more launch bearing first. Just to see. So I was going to go with F gear originally, but then I thought, meh. I think Vanish makes more sense because you'll simply counter Vanish more likely than you will F gear. Wow, that is unfortunate, bruh. That is unfortunate. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what never should happen in a battle with over if it scrapes like that. Typically in a battle with over, what'll happen is that if it's over same spin, you have one risk of scraping, and if you do that, you're pretty much dead in the battle. Like, it's gonna take a lot just to come back. And I'm not kidding. Like, you need a miracle. It's doing good so far, but it's only because of the launch order right now. Like, I've had times where it was Vanish against Guilty. And what would happen is Guilty would hit me really hard to the point where my disc would start to scrape, and I would literally just like, I would lose just because of that, because it would just like, it would waste so much stamina or it would even KO itself by accident. So that's why in a matchup, you have to be very sort of careful with what you're going up against. Because some rounds like that could happen, so you know, it is important. But I don't think for this driver it should scrape. It's really too tall for that to happen. So, like I said before, a big issue is going to be if it started to tip. And that's pretty much the issue with high drivers. That they're tall, so they are likely to tip over. But you could pull it off, honestly. Like right then and there. Like that is awful if you're the one using that combo. So I'll do one more, but this driver is really good. If opposite spin, it could manage with either drawing or getting like a good OS, and same spin, it's doing good. Then this driver, like honestly, great. Great to use. I don't know where I would even rank it right now. I feel like it's too early to rank it, but let's see how it does first, and then after I'll decide. So in these matchups, because of the height advantage, it seems like it's really helping it. Because when bearing tips over, if it has that height, it's going to keep on smacking into it, and that's going to be really good for it. Let's reverse the launch order just to see, because that way it's fair and it's more accurate for the results. It's going to be a really fun driver because I know people are just going to spam use it, and I'm probably going to be one of them. That's the best part. Oh no, wait, I thought high extend plus was on the bottom. Oh my god. Really? Damn. Dude, this thing's going to slap bearings. So it's kind of funny. So it's usually like one thing gets spammed like continuously, one part, and then after everything changes. So it really does seem like the height's taking advantage in this battle. Wow. So that makes me curious if in the future they would do balance type drivers like that and the results we'd get. Amazing. What is CT going to do next? High bearing dash? No, I don't want that. Don't do that. I don't want high bearing dash or high zone dash plus Z. I'll take high extend plus and leave it there. Okay. Let me do that again because I just launched it at a wall. Okay. I didn't go like as hard because I didn't want it to accidentally go too much and it hits the wall. I want to see if this is able to do it. So this is like a not as strong as a shoot, but just to see if it still tips. All right. Okay. All right. This is a good driver. I'll do one more. After that, that's it. This driver is really good. This is like so. This is the best part. It's so consistent. So yeah, this is definitely a driver that I can see a lot of people using. I mean, I'll take it. I was like, eh. I still do think this will probably have things it can lose to. But if it's doing this well. This is also why it was very smart of a stock combo they basically gave it, because over is definitely helping a high extend plus dash because of the round shape. Amazing. Beautiful performance. I think this driver is good. Very good driver. Very, very impressed by the results. And honestly, good job by TC to pick this driver. I would definitely, my recommended combo for this is just going to be Vanish. I feel like Vanish is the most consistent to use on this driver. Now, in matchups, let's say someone uses a Vanish bearing combo. I feel like Prominence on high extend plus dash could also work pretty well. You should be able to equalize. You know, honestly, this is like a nice driver. It will probably tie quite a bit, but I do think it's good. And I'm excited to see a lot of use with this because let's say, for an example, you wanted to change the other modes. Like, there are other factors like that that do play into it a little bit. I wouldn't recommend using the other modes, but if you wanted to, like, if it's this viable just in stamina, then you could probably screw around on the other modes. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.